Stan McCabe is one of those players whose careers would have been even more astonishing had it not been interrupted by the Second World War. He was only 28 when he played the last of his Test matches in 1938.
McCabe was the best hooker I ever saw, and his cutting, where he transferred his weight from the front foot to the back foot as he back cut, was an absolute picture to see. Stan McCabe, there's no doubt, anyone who saw him at his top, and I saw each of those three great innings, would class him as the most spectacular batsman ever to be seen.
He played 3 Test match innings, which 90 years on, they're still talked about in glowing terms. The first one, and the one that really brought his name to the fore, was his 187 against the Bodyline bowling of Larwood, Vose and Gubby Allen, played at the Sydney Cricket Ground.
Stan was utterly fearless. The shorter they bowled at him, the harder he hooked them.
McCabe hooked Larwood and Vose ferociously, launching a courageous assault on the Bodyline bowling, delighting the huge crowd.
Said to his dad, if I get hit out there, Dad, make sure Mum doesn't jump the fence.
Probably the most remarkable performance was his 180 odd not out at the Wanderers in Johannesburg in 1935-36. Australia were chasing a very distant target, and it seemed well out of range, but not to Stan McCabe. He went after the runs, and he got to 180 odd, and his innings only finished because the opposing captain, Herbie Wade of South Africa, appealed against the light because he said his fielders were in danger from the way that McCabe was hitting the ball. Then he played an innings 230 odd at Nottingham in 1938. And this innings is quite remarkable. Australia were chasing a huge score. They were in big trouble at 6 down, and McCabe scored the bulk of the runs from there to take Australia to 411.
That is an innings that Carter says was one of the greatest ever played. Bradman waited for him when he came off the ground and said, Stan, I just wish I could play an innings like that.
Some of the old-time players who played with both Bradman and McCabe say that Stan was technically and aesthetically a better player than Bradman. The figures certainly don't show that, but he must have been a damn fine player.
Right bowling. And McCabe steers it past gully. Barnes. A lovely back cut. Three runs to McCabe. It seems that this man alone can save Australia after England's huge total of 658. Sinfield. And McCabe sweeps. And there's his 200.